Moth. Also pretty sickening to see liberals weaponizing Trump against Muslim and Arab Americans for not wanting to vote for Genocide Joe and going all white savior as if voting for blue MAGA has made anyone's lives better. Well, I will tell you something. The fact of the matter is that we cut child poverty in half, by 45%, 40%. I think that makes a difference to people's lives. Biden hasn't done nearly enough in terms of student debt relief, but for 3 million people, yes, it made a difference. The idea that Medicaid expansion was promoted under Biden, yes, that makes a huge difference. The idea that the National Labor Relations Board has made unionizing easier, yes, that makes a difference. For millions of people who stand to gain Social Security and worker protections because of the Labor Board decision today, yes, that makes a difference. I mean, on balance, I'm sorry. The fact is, yes, there have been many more people's lives who've been made better by having a Democratic administration versus a Republican administration. It is not revolutionary. Some of these changes are incremental. And you may argue that in certainly in the lives of some people, it is not made better without a doubt. But I don't know what to tell you. Like, I think I personally am not someone who has ever really cared about the Democratic Party beyond whether that party or candidate is going to move in the direction of issues that I support. So I don't know what to tell you. Biden has continued a lot of the policies introduced under Trump. That's true. He's also reversed a lot of policies that have existed under Trump.
Arguing zero difference is just not useful. Also, I think arguing what people should do one way or the other on election day isn't useful. Like I'm coming back to the idea that like the private ballot, I think people should just, and then move on to like, what else are you doing? Are you joining some sort of progressive or socialist group? Are you phone banking for some, like what else is going on besides where are people putting their moral chit on election day that apparently determines everything about people's politics? I think it's just massively overstated. And so like, okay, people don't vote for Biden. They're not empowered anymore. They might feel better about themselves and might have a little bit more free time on election day. But like, what else? This conversation gets short-circuited by the voting day consideration, in my opinion.
Right. I'm going out to get a coffee instead. But again, I recommend that Lemmy or Lauren video.
Right.
Can answer that question better than I can. She works on a lot of activist issues where she sees it's not a question of whether Democrats are doing more for people, but they are less resistant, and she is more empowered with the Democrat in office. That's just it. Chevron, barf. All right,
Thank
three
you.
more. I'm Sam, the definition of lesbian, a female who has not met Tim Pool. And the final I am of the day. Biden expects voters to forget his vocal support for genocide by Election Day, but I don't think that'll be as easy to forget as it was to forget his vocal support for labor and especially the UAW. Yeah, I think you're probably right about that. Certainly with some people, anyways.